January 17th. What's going on, everybody? Stephen Cochran with Impression Management, leadership specialist. I do custom workshops with companies to elevate their culture by teaching leadership skills to their entire team. And the leadership quote from today is from a guy named Pascal. He's a mathematician from the 17th century. And his quote is this: "The most powerful cause of error is the war existing between the senses and reason." Now, the first thing this makes me think of is, you know that saying, there's nothing new under the sun? Well, this is 1670 that he said this. And this is really kind of a reinterpretation of some things that somebody like Aristotle said 2,000 years before this. So we're all just really redoing the same ideas over and over again. But that aside, the most powerful cause of error is the war existing between the senses and reason. Most decisions that we make are intuitive. We go with our gut feeling, and then we backfill the reasons as to why it makes sense that we do that. The way that we envision it is that we have a set of reasons, and that leads to the feeling. It's really the other way around. When we hear something, we see something, we're asked a question, the gut feeling, the intuition that we get is usually what we go with, and then we start to try and figure out why that is. And the goal of leadership is not to go for that feeling of certainty, because that's really what it brings us, is this feeling, they call it excessive coherence, this feeling that we're certain about what we believe. Leadership is about accuracy, not certainty. And so this period of time in between we get our first intuition on something and when we decide to label it and act on it, I call this period of time decision space. And for a lot of us, it's a very short window. And so a goal is to elongate that space. Take more time in between what you first feel when you're processing new information or you have to make a decision and when you actually label it. An easy way to do that is ask one question of yourself. What else may be true? So you get this feeling that comes with some certainty to it. Oh, I know what I think about this. I feel very strongly. I feel very passionately. Ask yourself one question to yourself. What else might be true? Give yourself a little bit more time. The more time, the better, before you reach that labeling process, because once you do that, once you label something, especially out loud to other people, it will be that much harder for you to go back and revise it based on new information. So we want to be accurate out of the gate, because once we lay down our markers, it's very difficult to go back and rethink them. So I'm interested, as always, to know what this quote brings to your mind, and I'll see you for the next one.